Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for another episode of us. Some stories are not meant to be forgotten. This is another episode of us. Some hearts wait for a lifetime. These are the stories of love lost, hope that lingers, and the journey of finding your way back. The mountains of Baguio had a quiet magic, one that held secrets and whispered to wandering souls. Min Andre Lee, 25, found himself wandering alone. He had grown up with rules, with expectations, with a family that measured love in duty and success. For a few days, he sought freedom in the cold, misty air of the mountains. And there, on a narrow trail, fate introduced him to Ilona Therese Lopez. She moved with the gentle confidence of someone born in simplicity, a girl whose kindness and quiet strength made the world feel lighter. Their paths collided, hands brushed, and in that fleeting moment, two very different worlds noticed each other. He watched her as she guided others through the trails, fascinated by the calm in her movements, the warmth in her smile. She noticed him too, intrigued by his intensity, the energy that seems to promise adventure even amidst the weight of his world. In those first moments, curiosity turned into connection, and connection hinted at something more. Over the next few days, Min and Ilona explored the mountains together. He learned about her dreams, how she longed for a life beyond the mountains, a life shaped by courage, not circumstance. She learned about him, how his days were dictated by a strict family, by a legacy he had not chosen but could not escape. Small moments became their memories. A shared laugh over a clumsy attempt at cooking. The way the wind carried their hair as they walked along the trail. A sunset painted in colors neither had names for. In those moments, walls seemed to fall, and hearts dared to hope. Yet, despite the warmth, the differences were undeniable. He wanted her close, a constant presence in his world of rules. She needed to chase her dreams, to grow beyond the mountains that had always defined her. And even in the sweetness of connection, the first seeds of conflict took root. When the mountains were left behind, distance became the first true test of their bond. Min returned to the world of high rises and boardrooms, and Ilona stayed behind, tending to her own dreams. Messages and goals tried to bridge the space, but they could not bridge the expectations, the pride, the stubbornness that lived within them. The pressures of Min's family loomed like shadows. Every choice, every thought of love outside duty was met with silent judgment and warning. Ilona faced her own challenges: poverty, opportunity, the constant pull of ambition that reminded her she could not linger too long in someone else's orbit. And slowly, misunderstanding built walls between them. Moments once warm became strained. Pride kept them from admitting what both hearts had known all along. They were falling, and the falling was painful. Weeks turned to months. Life moved forward, yet they felt frozen in moments they had shared. Ilona struggled to make her dreams real, yet each step reminded her of him. of the boy with adventurous eyes and stubborn heart who had touched hers. She carried his memory like a charm around her neck, a talisman for times she felt lonely in a bustling world. Min buried himself deeper in responsibility. Board meetings, decisions, obligations, they were meant to distract him. Yet, every quiet moment reminded him that something was missing, someone he could not reach. And in their separation, they learned a harsh truth. Love was not always about being together. Sometimes it was about waiting. Months later, destiny orchestrated a meeting neither could have predicted. Ilona arrived in the city of Manila, chasing the opportunity that could change her life. In a place crowded with strangers, she saw him, unexpected, unavoidable. Min Andrei, the one who had quietly haunted her thoughts, now stood in front of her. For a moment, the city around them blurred. Time paused. The months of distance, the heartbreak, the longing, they all converged in the shared recognition of a bond that had never truly broken. And in the quiet of that reunion, they found a tentative understanding. They had grown, they had struggled, they had wondered, but the connection remained. Love, they realized, is never simple. It does not bow easily to circumstance, nor does it always follow the path we choose. Some hearts wander, some dreams call us away, but love always finds a way back. They walked together through the streets of the city at night. Lights shimmered, reflections danced on the pavement, and for the first time in months, their steps were aligned. Each had chased their dreams, faced their fears, and confronted the challenges that had once kept them apart. In that quiet shared journey, they understood that love did not require surrender. It required patience, compromise, and courage. And in the stillness of the night, hearts once broken found each other again. Some hearts wander, some dreams pull us away, but true love, it always finds a way back. The end. Thank you so much for listening. See you on the next episode of Us every Sunday, 9 p.m. Good night.